Hey, and welcome to this very educational video about Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is a very popular guy on social media, and he is known for being very masculine and a misogynist and showing a lot of hatred towards women.
You know what? So many women say to me, "You're so Andrew. You know what? You're so rich, but you're smart, and you're actually very intelligent. And I know you'd get really bored of a robot." And I'm sitting there thinking, "Bitch, I wish to God you were a robot."
So let's talk about it. We watched in English class a documentary about Andrew Tate, where an interviewer went around and interviewed Andrew Tate and other in his inner circle. And I've taken some points. The first point I've taken is the Hustlers University, which is, as Andrew Tate says it, the biggest online educational website, university thing in the history of the world, basically. So yeah, but before we talk about that, let's dive a little bit deeper into who Andrew Tate is. So as I said, he's very big on social media. He blew up because of a sentence he said. He said, "What color is your Bugatti?"
Said, "Well, what color is your Bugatti?"
And he was big before he said that, but that sentence really blew up. And I first began, knowing Andrew Tate after he said that, because that sentence blew up. And a lot of people are talking about him. Not right now because he has just gone out of prison.
And I have a very cold edit now.
It's stage one of the three stages. They attack you, your character, and cancel you. They put you in jail for something you did not do. And the last is they kill you. And I'll make it very clear here, I would never kill myself under any circumstances ever.
But who is that? If you go back in time to the 2021, 2022, 2023 years, he was all over social media. A lot of people is criticizing him and criticized him for the things he said.
I am Andrew Tate, Lord of all beasts of the land and fishes in the sea. I know everything. What I say is gospel. So firstly, the fact I said it makes it true.
Lord of all beasts of the land.
Because he said a lot of terrible things about women. He said things you shouldn't really say, and that made a lot of people very, very angry. Another thing about Andrew Tate is that he, of course, has a very masculine background. He is a full-time UFC kickboxing champion, and that's one of the reasons why people actually look up to him and why he can do this, this business where he takes men who doesn't have any self-worth or have a lot of insecurities and then turns them into masculine little copies of himself. He wouldn't be able to do this if he didn't have this background of being a world champion 4 times in kickboxing, because when you have a background like that, people know that you actually know what you're talking about, and that's very important. I couldn't start a business like this because I don't have a background of being a fighter, and I don't have that mentality. I don't go around saying crazy things. So your background and the things you say on the internet is very important when you talk about starting a business like he did, that kind of business. Another thing with Andrew Tate in his period where before he got arrested was he could literally post anything. Anything he posted would literally go viral because he just was that big.
I hate everyone equally. Don't come at me and call me sexist or racist.
Yeah. Also, when he talks in the video, he seems to be very much in denial. He doesn't like seeing the errors in himself. I feel like every time the interviewer asked him if he said anything wrong, if anything of the things he said was maybe harmful or could harm people, he always responded with, "It's their own problem. It's not my problem. It's their own problem how they see the things." So that just shows that in his mind, everything he does is perfectly fine.
I find myself super funny. I find myself super funny.
And that shows that he is delusional. That is literally the definition of delusional. He can't see the errors in himself, and yeah, so he's pretty much very delusional, and he has done crazy things, but he doesn't want acknowledge the things that he has actually done. So that's a pretty big problem. He also has this show or big test that is called the War Room, where he invites people over, and he doesn't invite people. People pay $5,000 to participate in this test, this war room, where they get introduced by Andrew Tate, and then they have a choice. Either they will fight versus a professional boxer, or they say, no, I don't want to fight, and they'll afterwards have to explain why they said no, how they feel about being such a soft boy saying no to this opportunity. And yeah, so if you say yes, you will get to fight a professional boxer in a cage fight where you will pretty much just get beaten up. It's really the definition of high risk, no reward. You don't get a reward by doing this. Don't get paid. You don't get any money. You don't get anything other than maybe you will, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you will maybe think a little bit better of yourself because you think to yourself, I was fighting with a professional fighter. Oh my God, I'm so strong. But yeah, really, really weird concept. Getting people to fight professional boxers, getting people that has never fighted in their life to do these things. And Tate also just shows how easy it actually can be to just blow up on social media. You don't need that much other than being very, very relevant all the time. And Andrew Tate also shows how easy it is to blow up on social media because the only thing you need to do is be controversial. You need to say crazy things.
They're useless. They ain't ready for the big man slap. I got a big hand.
And you will have to make a lot of people think, who is this guy? Why the hell would he say this? This is wrong, this is correct. If you just get in the minds of people, you will pretty much get viral. Like if I uploaded a video called I Hate All Women, I would probably go viral because that is a crazy title. So Andrew Tate has really just mastered the way of getting viral on social media. And that is why he is so big. You can hate him all you want and you can criticize him and say that he's a misogynist, bitch ass. You can call him anything. But one thing you cannot call him is being a bad businessman because he's a great businessman. He knows the ways of social media. He knows how to blow up. He knows how to talk. He knows how to earn a lot of money, and he knows how to just go viral with every clip of him. That's something you cannot take away from him. But now we get to the arrest.
The Matrix has attacked me.
Because he did get arrested, and before he got arrested, there was these 3 girls who all experienced similar situations with him. One girl said she was raped, and the 2 other girls also said that they also were raped. So we have now 3 girls who all says that Andrew Tate assaulted them sexually. And these 3 situations got into court. But nothing really happened because they didn't have any evidence that he actually did this. But then he actually got arrested in Romania, and that viral again. Even when he gets arrested, he finds a way to get a viral clip out of it. By saying the Matrix has captured me or whatever he said.
The Matrix has attacked me.
Again, went viral all over the internet. Everyone made a meme out of it. And when a period after he got arrested, everyone was talking about escaping the Matrix. We have to escape the Matrix. Now it has quieted down. Nobody's really talking about Andrew Tate, and I know he has been released. He is probably back on social media, maybe or maybe not, but he hasn't really hit anything yet. He hasn't gone viral. He hasn't started up again. So, but it's probably just a question of time before he starts getting viral and starts spreading all these crazy things again. It's pretty clear that Andrew Tate has probably harmed a lot of people because he says a lot of crazy things that a lot of people probably get harmed by.
My dick can stay in my pants. I'll just start beating the shit out of you. How about that?
But we also have other very, very big influencers, and let's talk about if they harm people. So you have influencers like Logan Paul, for taking an example from the book. My opinion on this is probably no. I don't think influencers generally harms people that much. The only influencers that harms people is influencers like Andrew Tate, who deliberately says critical things that he knows will get people upset, that he knows will get people to criticize him. And when you look at the social media we have today, we don't really have anyone like that. Maybe Donald Trump could be a person that says things deliberately to harm people.
I just don't want a poor person. Does that make sense?
That goes out on Twitter, on various social platforms, and comments and tweets things that he knows will get people upset, because then he knows he will get even more views and clicks and the likes and all the things he just loves. But other than Donald Trump and Andrew Tate, I don't really see any influencer in today's social media that harms people. I guess you can go to girl influencers and start that discussion about if girl influencers harms girls, because when a girl goes on social media and sees a picture perfect woman with a lot of makeup on and Photoshop and filters, they will probably think bad about themselves because they look at that woman and thinks, how the hell are they so perfect, and why am I not perfect? Why will I not look like her? Why do I not look like her when I look myself in the mirror? So yeah, for girls, I think it's a whole different question. Because let's just be honest, I think girls do get harmed a lot more on social media than boys. Especially because of the beauty standards and the obsession that some girls have with looking perfect. So yeah, I think the only harmful creators right now is probably for girls, especially girls that already deals with insecurities and not having the best self-worth, thinking they're ugly or something. Then they go on TikTok and watches some Addison Rae video about Addison Rae where she shows all her makeup and she's so perfect and pretty, and they think to themselves, wow, I'm so ugly. But yeah, not for boys, I don't think so. So I don't think I have any more to say. I'll be careful because this video is getting very long and I have to finish it. So to end this video, I will tell you my opinion on Andrew Tate, because I just realized that I haven't done that yet. So my opinion is on Andrew Tate is that in the start, in the beginning, where he just broke through the internet and all this, I cannot lie, I did kinda like some of the things he said. I did kinda like some of the things he stood for, like all this about being a strong male and having a strong mindset and all this. But then he began getting a little crazy and began saying more crazier and crazier things. And as time went on, I didn't support him at all anymore, because he began showing sides of him that I haven't seen when I supported him, and that made me not support him anymore. And now when I saw this documentary, which hands up, I did not know anything about I did not know that he assaulted girls. I thought he was, innocent and didn't do anything wrong. But now when I know this, I definitely don't support him. So yeah, I wouldn't say I ever really just supported him and that I would pay 30,000 Danish crowns to go to a fucking war room. Hell no, I wouldn't. But I could see some of the perspectives he had, and I still think that some of the things he says is true, but not to the extent that he thinks, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you have to stand up for a woman and you have to protect your woman in dangerous situations, but that doesn't mean that your woman just has to stay in the kitchen all day and you can just have your way with her. That isn't how I see a woman. So yeah.
Thing? No. You admit you're a monumental failure and results. Do you wonder if I can't drive? Is she wrong? All right, I said, but what do you mean there's an emergency? You can't tricycle to the emergency. It's not even an effective. I can tell that's way more effort than walking. Well, I just sliding here. I'm walking with my big heavy legs. I just sliding. That's not gliding at all. I see the effort. You can see. He's slowing down. See.